Yeah, when you were coming up and stuff, I mean, you're what, late 20s, early 30s?
Yeah, I'm 28.
Okay, you're 28. I mean, what bands were you precious about? Or what bands do you continue to be precious about?
When I was a teen?
Just period.
Oh, period. All kinds of bands, all kinds of artists. I don't know. I would say The Clash, and Bruce Springsteen, and The Police, all kinds, 80s pop, 70s punk.
Okay, so do you think the Bruce Springsteen thing is kind of a product of where you're from, or the times that you grew up
I would say that has a big effect. I mean,
yeah,
it was definitely timing. I mean, I was like, I guess when Born in the USA came out and blew up, I was probably 7.
Yeah, I was in junior high school. Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
Something like that.
I think I was.
What year was that? 85.
84, 85. Something
Okay,
like
so
that.
I was
yeah.
however old. So, 6.
Okay, so what about newer bands that you hold precious?
Newer bands, Zoloft, the Rock and Roll Destroyer. I think they're a local Philly band. It's great.
Yeah, actually, I just heard them a few days ago, and I think Her Voice with the keyboards.
Oh yeah,
that's a really cool sound.
It's great. Yeah, it's exciting to play with bands that aren't just punk. You know, because I think sometimes we get pigeonholed. And I don't think of us as just strictly a punk band. I think it's just a band. So it's nice to be able to play with a band like that has a pop approach and but still has good songs and great songs.
Right.
Dead to Me is a great band. I think they're awesome.
I love that record. Keep It Out.
They're a newer band.
Great record.
I don't know. I would say the Hold Steady. Oh, what a great band they are. They're kind of new. I guess I don't know what you mean by new. You mean
well, I mean newer. I'm thinking kind of 2000 on.
Yeah.
I mean to me new. Since I'm 35, I feel so old. To me new is mid 90s.
To me, like Bright Eyes is a new band.
Okay.
A lot of other new bands I like that December's record.
Okay.
That came out, I think, last year. That was good. I really like Regina Spektor. I don't know. Other than that, there's a lot of newer bands that are doing great things.
All right.
I like that. I like even some of the huge new bands. The Killers, I think, are a great band.
Really?
Yeah, I think they're terrific.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Do you see you guys going taking that next step and going onto a bigger label and? Or do you think
going to a major label?
Yeah, or do you see yourself maybe staying with Fat, staying with another major indie?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I think we should just do what's appropriate for where we're at the time. I mean, if it was such that a major label would facilitate what we were trying to do better than somebody like Fat, then maybe we would make that switch. But I mean, I don't have any oppositions to it. It just would have to make sense.
Right.
It would have to be like a practical thing.
Okay.
Because, I mean, it doesn't really matter what label you're on, as far as I'm concerned. Because, I mean, Fat's a great label. I don't want to say negative, but I think that ultimately it's whatever you do as a band. And I think a label is, just this little fraction of what the band puts out there.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because you mentioned Fat as a label, or I'm thinking about Fat as a label, and I'm also thinking about, when you think of Fat, a lot of people think about a certain sound.
Yeah, right.
That comes with it. I mean, do you see you guys as fitting in with that specific thing, or do you see yourselves moving on with different things?
Not the older sound that identified them and made them popular. Not at all. That was a California-based, super punky, shiny punk. It was just
shiny is a good way to look at it.
Which is whatever. It's fine. A lot of those people are friends of mine now, and I like them. But it's not music that I only like some of it. I'm not a big fan of a lot of that stuff. But some of the newer bands, I feel kindred spirit musically too. I think that None More Black comes from a similar place. And I think that Dead to Me does. I think Smoker Fire does. I can't remember who else right off the top of my head. Just put it on the spot.
Let me ask you.
Against Me, maybe.
Oh, Against Me.
They're kind of similar approach. They're about rock and roll.
You're in Florida. You're talking about Against Me. That's kind of an easy sell right there.
Yeah, they're good.
Let me ask you, songs in the last 2 or 3 years. What's a cover song that you guys would like to play on stage, or that you personally would like to play on stage, of a band from the last couple of years that you just think would be just kick ass and fun to scream out to a crowd?
There was one the other day.
Like your air guitar song. Right now.
There was one cover song. Oh, The Hold Steady, definitely.
Really?
We thought about actually covering it just because I liked it, which we won't, of course. But they're probably Stuck Between Stations. That first song on the new Hold Steady record is great. I mean, they made some record. It just knocked my socks.
What about that record is what
just
what's
honest
going?
And it is really traditional rock and roll, feel. You know, the guitars sound just like rock and roll guitars. They don't sound overproduced. There's piano all over it that's beautifully played, and the lyrics are really great, I think.
Okay.
I mean, I love that. That's the band like I'm waving the flag around.
So you're a big fan of lyrics then?
Oh yeah, sure.
That's good. We were watching one of the Bouncing Souls videos, the Bouncing Souls documentary that came out a few years ago.
Yeah.
And it's got the double side where it's got the live CD.
Oh yeah,
it's got, you know,
mm-hmm.
a gazillion songs of them playing live in every
cool,
place, all over the place. And it's got you on, I believe, playing Manthem, if I'm not mistaken, in Germany.
Yeah.
Where I'm at? Germany at the Bazaar Festival?
Yeah, that's where I don't know what song it was.
Okay. But you kind of went out there and you're, you know, playing guitar.
Yeah,
like that.
That was some experience. There was like 6,000 or 8,000 people there or something.
Really?
Yeah, it was the most people I've ever played to.
So I was going to say, that was my question. What was the biggest crowd that you personally played in front of?
That was it, yeah.
Really?
And then the Love Ones, our third show, I'm not sure how many people were at this AFI show we played last month or the month before. There was a lot of people there. There may have been more people there, but we played a show with Appalachian Trio. The third show we ever played was the 2,500 people.
When do you see a new record coming out, or a new
we were
EP?
just talking about that. I'd like to get it out by the end of the year, by fall.
Really?
That's what I'm hoping for, but it really kind of depends on how quick we can get the process going of writing and, you know what I mean?
How many new songs? Do you have any new songs that are ready?
Yeah, we do. But I mean, there's a lot of like ideas that need to get fully fleshed out.
Okay.
So it takes time.
So you're hoping that this year, though?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hoping for it. But
Awesome.
We'll see.
All right. Cool. And this is going to be your last tour until then?
No. We're doing the West Coast on our own with Dead to Me. Right after this in March, I think. And then I think we're going to Canada with the Souls and Strike Anywhere, but I'm not sure if that's happening.
Okay, so you're still waiting on confirmation for that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. That new Souls record is.
I mean, they're always kings.
Yeah, I mean, is that one of the bands that you feel like you learned something from?
Yeah, for sure.
Really?
I mean, just especially in terms of the nuts and bolts of touring and how to stay sane or somewhat sane, and how to meet the audience and to keep that audience, just to be appreciative and humble. Those guys have an unbelievable humility about what they do.
Really?
Yeah, which is so inspiring because they're a huge band.
Right.
I mean, they sell out every show usually.
It's very inspiring band also.
Yeah. Oh yeah, an honest band. So that is definitely probably what I learned the most was just to keep perspective.
All right.
Because they're good at that.
All right. Is there anything else that you'd like to toss out there before I turn this off?
Yeah, just that there aren't actually any groupies.
Yeah. Right.